this says setting up, the first one says course outcome. And, there are some, 4 course outcomes there. And then we have setting up the course on Ample. And in this section, we are basically able to see 2 videos and another topic, Introduction to Ample. And here, this is the right place for you to start, okay? So you have and menus, learning objectives and contents, adding questions, assessments, and all that. Some of these videos and user guide may be a few weeks old, and we will try to make sure to update them on this weekend. So, by Monday, you'll have all the latest materials. Okay? Now, what can you do here? As I've maybe told you earlier, you can click on this, and then you can click on the video, and then the video will play, basically. So this is a YouTube video that we have created, and it's about how to use Ample and so on. Okay. So this is, basically like a little description here followed by a video. So why am I showing you this? This is something that you will also be doing. You will create, the first thing that you have here is called a content of type HTML. So, you use the HTML content to create a piece of text or any instructions, and then you have a video. So the whole chapter here, as you can see, is, in that pattern. And then at the bottom, I have other things, creating online content. So this first whole chapter, setting up the course on Ample, is what you when you come into Ample, if you have logged in, or if you're going to log in today, or if you are logged in right now, use to create your course same time. I hope this is clear. This multiple tab thing is very key and important concept. The other features that we have here are also listed. And so this one whole chapter, on Ample is there, and it is called Introduction to Ample. So please go through this and the user guide and use this to create your own course, okay? Whenever you get stuck. I'm not going to go into this chapter, creating online content. I'll come back to this at the end. It will teach you how to create your own videos and make your own videos. The advanced features here will, help you look at some things. And then finally, we have, streams and Ample demo, which is a quiz. We will all be taking a quiz later after some time. Okay, so what have I shown you so far? I have shown you that, And then now I'm going to click this back button as and when I need to. But I'm inside this course, Run Your Own Online Course, in one tab which says LMS. I go to the second tab, and here I will go back. And I will click on my courses. And in my courses, we have given you a demonstration course, and it says do not modify, because it is common to all of you. And if one of you starts modifying it,
Sir, screen is not visible, sir.
it will create confusion for the others.
Sir, your screen is not full screen. Only 20% of your screen is shown in the middle of the screen.
Okay. Can you please double click on that 20% that you are seeing, and it should become full.
It is not full again. It is coming to some 60%.
Okay. I think, we have shared the... Kartika, can you see our screen?
Yes, sir.
Is it? Should I do something to make it bigger? What should I do?
No, sir. I can able to see. I can double click and I'll get the full screen. No issues.
But it's not full screen, madam. You can see one bar is on the right side.
Screen for us.
No, but I can see the full screen.
We also can able to see the full screen, sir.
Yeah.
No, for me, I'm not able to see the full screen. Full screen in the sense it is covering the entire screen. I have some space on the right side, on the left also, some space is there.
Yeah, can you please leave the meeting and log in again, sir? Maybe something got stuck at your end. We are able to see the full screen.
No, you are not able to log in also. Somebody is attending that query. Ample.
Okay, why don't you, sir, post your number? Kartika will call you directly and fix it.
Yeah.
No, we emailed we emailed to the email what he has given.
Sir, in the chat window, please put your phone. Kartika will call you and solve it. Okay, so I was showing you this demo course that we have shared with you called electromagnetic course. Okay, so what is the idea of this is that we have given you this course, and here also at the bottom you see 4 buttons. These 4 icons or buttons are very important. First one is called course review. Second is called edit course. Third is called reports. And the 4th is called assessments. Right now, we will start by seeing this course as a course review like we did the other course. And this will be a sample course that will be always available to you. So this course, when you open it, it will automatically, open in a new tab, and you will be able to see it. So, here also, as you can see, there are some things there, and these are, various types of content. Okay. So overall, what have I shown you so far? So Kartika, please mute everyone or force mute them as needed.
Ready on.
Can you hand raise, sir?
Okay, thank you. So
So 1 minute. Many of the colleges posted in chat that their IDs are not working. So most of the IDs are working. So I'm checking one by one. Okay. So thank you, sir.
Yeah, can you help her check the IDs? Okay. Thank you. So basically, we are checking the IDs while the course is going on, and here I'm showing you another electromagnetic course that is being already constructed. Now, you may be asking yourself, you're seeing these courses that are already created, how do you make changes to it? So that is what we are going to look at now. These 4 buttons here also I will explain to you. Next. When I click the edit screen, I'm able to then go ahead and edit that course. Okay. So now when I click edit, I am in the window that lets me edit. And here, this is the edit view of that same course. And many times, what I do is that for the same course, where I have the edit view, I also create one more tab, and by clicking on duplicate, so that the same course I can see what I am editing and what the student will see. So I click review there, and when I click review, that is the student view. Okay. So for example, right now in the student view, you see that there are 4 units. Now I'm going to go to the course view and course manager, and I will see if I can see these units. Okay. Those are not showing. So here I am at unit or close unit 1. Let's pick a different unit. No, let's pick close this whole unit. So we go to, this unit, for example, these are the extra units that are just showing up there and they don't do anything. So Madhuri, can you delete one? Yeah, just delete that. And then it will say, do you really want to delete? Yes. So it's gone, and then delete the next one. Quickly. So these units were just showing up as extra ones. So I'm just deleting them. Okay, I'm deleted 3 of them. Then there's a 4th one, which is also, delete that also. Fine. So now I've deleted 4 of them, and I will go and see in the LMS, and then I'll refresh it. So at the top, note that there is a browser refresh. That's that half a circle on the top is your browser refresh. And please note that when you make a change in the course manager, on the top I have 2 tabs, course manager and LMS. Now, when I go and see the LMS, notice that those 4 units which were created by mistake, accidentally, have now been deleted. Okay, let me show you one more operation. Let's go back to course manager, and let's go to a particular unit. Now in this unit, let's say you wanted to, not unit 1, close unit 1. I don't want to touch that. Close it. Yeah. So the unit 2, as you can see, I don't have much content there. So I'm going to, just add one more item in unit 2. Okay. So in unit 2, there is a plus button there. I hope you're seeing that. I'm going to click on the plus button. Okay. And then I'm going to say add new chapter. Okay. So that chapter then came there. Okay. Now I'm going to click on that chapter name. And on the top, I'm going to edit that chapter name to called, demonstration of how you can take an existing course and modify it. By the way, we have written here demo course, do not modify. This is a common course for all of you. It's just given as a reference. What we want you all to do is to create your own course and modify that. So what we will be doing, we will be assigning you a sample course over this weekend, and probably by Monday you will have this sample course, and you will be also given 2 students. Each of you will be given a sample course plus 2 students. All 3 you will be given as IDs, okay? And those you will be able to use to see what is the experience on the teacher side and what is the experience on the student side. So just one second. Thank you, Kartika. So we accidentally got muted out of the session because we're trying to reduce the noise for your benefit. Okay. So now the next step, what Pradesh and Madhuri are going to help me do is we are going to create a new course. Okay. So at the top, you will see 2 buttons, Home and Course Manager. Right now, we are clicked on the thing called Home, okay? So when you click on Home, you will have my summary, my courses. Those 2 are the main thing. My courses is absolutely the main thing that you should be working on. And that in that place, we have assigned 1 course to you. In the FDP, we have assigned 1 course to you. And now we are going to do something else. We're going to go to this course manager and create a brand new course ourselves. Okay, go ahead. So we clicked on courses, and on the top right, you see there is a button with 3 bars. We click on create course. Okay. And I'm just, going to create a sample course. I already have a sample course that I wanted to show you here. Okay. So I call this electromagnetic theory course. This is just a Word document that I have of my course. So, from that Word document, in case you have any document, use it. Otherwise, you can just type in the name of your course. So I'm just going to copy this text and, go back here and paste it and call it number 2. For example, I may already have one, and then I'm going to give it some EMT, whatever, 1002, and then I'll pick some category. Okay. So now you see on the left, we have unit 1, 2, and 3. And simply what we are doing right now is we want to create, let's say, a quiz or something right here. So if I click on unit 1, you see 5 tabs on the top. Learning objectives, content, questions, assessment, survey, okay? The whole idea is that you just go through those one by one and add your learning objective, add your content, add some questions, use those questions to create an assessment, and that's it. Survey, can be used once in a while. So let's click on learning objective, okay? We click on learning objective. At the right top, there is a green button plus learning objective. We click there. And I just say my learning objective is to, introduce electromagnetic. I can say something simple like introduce, let's say, vectors, okay? And that's it. So I'll save that learning objective. And now I have a learning objective, and then I click on content. So later we will show you reports that use learning objective over time in our classes, and then you will understand the importance of that. So now I have content. So what do? I want to create, let's say, a YouTube video to share with my students. So I click on plus content, and I'm going to create a content called Intro to Vectors. Okay. And difficulty level, learning objective is introduce vectors, which is fine. Difficulty level is medium. Select type. So what type of content am I going to put? I'm going to upload my own local video, or am I going to use a YouTube video, or am I going to, do other things? Let's start simple and let's just first create a YouTube video. Okay. I say show as content. I will explain this a bit later. Okay, show as content. Then duration, I don't know. Okay. So let's open one more tab now on my browser and click youtube.com. Right? Yes. So I go to YouTube and type introduce vectors. Click it. Okay, and after introduce vectors, type a space and type OCR. Big letter. Anyway, it's fine. So, why did I type in OCR? That was just for fun. OCR means open courseware. That means I was trying to see if there is some open courseware there. Since I happen to know this already, I usually type in a topic and I usually say NPTEL. And they have, some 10,000 videos, for example, right? So when I say introduce vectors NPTEL, I get lots of things, okay? And most of these videos are 1-hour videos created by IIT teachers. You can, next I will type in, instead of NPTEL, type in MIT. So this is MIT, USA. And here there is a video called Introduction to Vectors, actually, exactly the same topic. And it is about 16 minutes and 39 seconds, okay? So what do? I click on that video. I pause it. Yeah, that's fine. I copy the main thing I need from the video is the duration, right? So it's 16 minutes and 38 seconds. And I need the link of that video, which is at the top, youtube.com, something. So I'm going to copy that link. Okay, I've copied that link. I go back to my screen. And at the bottom, I paste that link. At the YouTube video link, I have just pasted that link, okay? And I will enter the time. It's in hours, minutes, seconds. So I enter 16 minutes and something, 38 seconds, something like that. And wait, I don't, want to make this downloadable by the student. So that download, I turn it off. Turn that off. Yeah. So now I just I go from the top, I check, have I done everything? Learning objective, difficulty level, select type, show as, show in course preview, duration, downloadable, YouTube link. Okay, looks fine to me. So I'm going to save it. Okay, it's saved. Now, you may ask yourself, well, I have done something, but how do I know if what I have done is correct? So for this, notice that earlier when I had opened the course, there were 4 buttons on the top. Okay, they were review and edit and reports and assessments. When you have a live class, I repeat this, when you have a live class, then you will have a section, computer science 301, section A or section B and so on. That is a live class and you will have some students assigned there. That is an example of a live class. That is what I was showing you earlier. This course we just created ourselves, so it's not a live course yet. It is simply a course you are working on, and later it will get assigned to some students and it will become a live class. I hope that point is clear. So we will try previewing it now. At the top there is a button called preview. Let's click on that button. And we are now seeing what our student will be seeing. Okay? So there is unit 1, the video, unit 2, unit 3. That's all. Now let's try playing that video. Okay. So when we play that video plays. And I can also make it full screen, by the way, as a student. And I can go to the middle of the video or go anywhere. I can jump in the video. Okay. Anyway, this is just a YouTube video, but now you can see in 5 minutes, we have created a topic, we have added a video, and you have started creating content. That's all. Now let's go and improve our presentation a little bit, okay? So we go back to the course edit, and now here, we have 3 units, but unit 2 and 3, they are empty right now, okay? So I click on unit 2, and on the top right, there is a button called show and hide. So I don't want this to be shown, so I'm going to click on it, okay? So now it says hide. That means unit 2 is there with me. I can play around with it. I can create content, but it will not be visible to my students. Now I can do the same with unit 3. I'm going to hide it. Now in unit 1, I go back there. Before, I feel that I have to give some instruction to my student, I want them to watch this video from, let's say, time. You don't care about the whole video. You only want them to watch it from minute 5 to minute 10. So what do we do now? What we can do is we can add another piece of content. Okay. So I go back to content. And then I say add content, and at the top I give it some name, instruction for video, whatever, you can call it whatever you want. Okay. Then learning objective is same, difficulty level, I don't care. Select type. Now type, I'm going to choose HTML. The HTML way is the normal way in which you give textual instructions to your students. What I'll do is on the left in HTML, there is a style button. I will just change the style to something that I like, let's say header 3, okay? And then I will say, please watch video, from 5:00 to 10:00. Okay, 00. Yeah. So I'm just telling them, from this time to this time, watch the video. That's all. And then I have to give some duration, and I'll explain why duration is necessary. I can just give it 10 seconds, for example, for fun. I'll explain a bit later why duration is necessary. Just, give me a minute. Okay. So again, I check. Have I filled in everything? Yes. Am I happy with this? Yes. Go ahead and save it. So now I have created 2 pieces of content and I'm going to preview it. Let's go to preview. So the preview will show you what is going on and what has happened here. In unit 1, you see intro to vectors, the video, and then you see my instruction. So what have I done? I have created the right things, but they are not in the right order. Okay, so I say, okay, I'm going to close this window, and then I go back, and then I am going to put my mouse on that instruction and move it up. I'm going to drag and drop it. Okay, so now the instruction has moved up and the intro has moved down. Please be sure to hit the save button, the blue save button after that. Okay. And now, and this time you will see that the instruction is first and the video is second. So what have I done? I've created some content and I've given instruction. And in fact, about a little while back, when I showed you the course content of those other sample courses, they were exactly following this pattern. I had the text comment and I had a video and so on. So I can add another content type like PDF and so on also. And that can also be done. I can add a lot of things. I'm just going to pause here for maybe 5 minutes and take a few questions, and then we will continue with content. We will go to assessment and show you some other things. Does anybody have any questions? You can stop the force mute or you can type in your questions now. Kartika, you can let everyone join. You can mute or unmute yourself and ask your question right now.
First mute is stop. Now they can unmute themselves and they can talk.
Okay. Does anybody have any questions? Dr. Shiva? Okay, you can unmute yourself and ask the question, or you can. Okay, Nivya D has a question. After create course, what is the next step? I got disconnected and I joined again. Okay, we will do a brief review of the steps we did for everybody's benefit.
Actually, I joined by learning objective when you started that one. In between, I got disconnected.
No problem, ma'am. We'll briefly show you again
Thank you, sir.
So we got a message from Dr. Indira. She has already created a course and added a YouTube video. Very good.
Sir, am I audible?
Yes.
Yeah, good afternoon, sir. This is Indira from ICFAI Business School. It's a fantastic platform, sir. To start with, I have created a course on OER-enabled e-learning and added a learning objective and added YouTube. I have a question regarding after creating a course, how do I add or assign a teacher role or how do I enroll students? Maybe it's an advanced question. So I have been using Moodle for the past 10 plus years or so. Just I wanted to know.
Oh, wonderful question, ma'am. So, ma'am, once right now we are, on this platform we have not given you admin rights. So
Okay.
when you have admin rights, there is a thing called Batch Manager, which Madhuri will briefly explain how to use.
Okay.
Ma'am, actually we have something called center manager and also we have something called batch manager. So you can give the list of students from your batch, then we can create the batch and we can assign these courses to them.
So for that, we need to create a CSV file, right?
Correct, yeah. We can actually get the student details and we can do bulk creation of student registration, or we can individually go and assign this course to individual student. So we in the admin privilege, you can assign this course to the students.
Yeah, similar to any other LMS. Okay, thank you. And one more question is, please share that CSV file. What are the fields and with us so that we can share? Because I like this platform, I would like to use this for outcome based. I'm designing a course on OER enabled e-learning. So, and one more question I have is, can I make it like an open course or MOOC kind of thing? Can I run a MOOC on this platform?
Oh, absolutely.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. We'll work with you on how to do that.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Somebody else has a question. Can I add live video? Yes, we will show live video. We will show you how to add GeoMeet links, or actually you can use any software. That we will briefly show you. How you can add that also. What is the procedure to ABE? What is the procedure to have flipped classroom? Okay. So what we are doing is actually the process of having flipped classroom in a way. Okay. What you do is you create some content, right? Like we created one video, and then you tell your students, and by the way, there is a forum and notifications that you can use here that we'll get into a bit later. you can, by sharing this content with your students, you have started the first step of flipped classroom. They watch the content, and then let's say they come live to a session like we are having. You know, you go to GeoMeet site, let's say, you will create you will create a live session, and then you will put that live session into Ample, the link, and the students can use that to come live. And then while you are having the live session, we suggest you give a very simple quiz on introduction to vectors when they come in. And then that quiz will get completely recorded in Ample. It will also give you attendance automatically, in a way. And the live quiz is basically a way to test or get an idea how much do my students know? Because you told them to see a video, right? That 20-minute video or 10-minute video. They watched it, they came, and then immediately by doing the live assessment in Ample, while you're running a live geo session like I'm running with you, you can say, okay, I'm starting the quiz now. Take your quiz, you have 10 minutes. And then after 10 minutes, you see the result. And then you say, okay, you know, most of you seems to have understood the basic concepts, so I will move to the next topic. But if they have not understood the basic concept, you will say, there seems to be some gap in the learning. Let me explain this concept again. So in that live class, through GeoMeet, you would explain that concept again. That's sort of a overview of the thing. Kartika, are we getting a full recording of this whole thing? Hello, Kartika, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Today's session is being recorded.
In YouTube, it is recording, sir. Actually, here.
That's good enough. So that's good enough.
Yeah, it's recording, sir. Yeah.
Yes. So, Dr. Indra, your question is about the GeoMeet live session, make the recording available from within the course. Yes, yes. So that's a very good broad question, and you know, we have made an arrangement with GeoMeet. They will keep the live session alive for up to, I think, 7 days. Okay. So that we will work out, you know, where to keep it after that, and whether, you know, you have some college server, or you could just use a Google Drive for that. And, you know, or we could put it on YouTube. We could do many things with that video, and there are many options for that. So we can live stream the GeoMeet live session through YouTube. Yes. Yes, so that we get the YouTube. In fact, that's what we are doing today. You know, when Kartika has sent you the mail, this GeoMeet session is being sent to YouTube actually, and you can check maybe Kartika, you can even post the YouTube link here. Huh? Yeah. So that YouTube link is actually live, Dr. Indra. So you can see, you know, that our session is going on live, and anybody can see it that way. You know, you can have, 100 people in GeoMeet, but you could have 1,000 people seeing your YouTube thing. I mean, you can do whatever you need to do, and you can really make it big. Okay, what other questions? So, as Dr. Indra is summarizing, what we are giving you together is a blended learning. The Amrita team will assist you with your YouTube streaming and then train you how to do that. So, you know, initially, Kartika may help you do it a few times, but she will help you to get going, so to say. Yeah, and then you will need to take over. Right. I think one good point Dr. Indra pointed out in her comment was that what we are showing you here is a combination of a asynchronous, learning management system plus the live thing, and we're trying to show you how to combine the two together. And the best example that I gave is of taking a quiz of all the people, and that also using that to mark it as attendance. Okay. So we will, I hope we covered all the questions. Can we add live video? Can I integrate Google Classroom with this? And it can have video, it can have any link. Okay. Then, for example, let's change the content type to, let's change it to external link. So external link is also popular. And if you have other video types, like let's say you have Vimeo or other types, you can put them here. There are 4 or 5 other video vendors other than YouTube, and you can use any one of them, or you can have video that you upload directly into Android. Okay, so you can also use external links sometimes as a Google Doc, for example. You can, even put your, or the HTML, you could put your Google Doc there and keep changing it, and the students will see whatever description or file you have put there. So if you're using Google, you can create a Google Doc, put your description there, and keep changing the Google Doc, and the students' content will automatically get updated. I won't have time to show you all these things today, but I'm just giving you an overview. Okay, let's go to the next. One more thing is others, which will allow you to, put files there. So, Kartika, could you please mute Dr. Sheila? Or Dr. Sheila, could you please mute yourself? Thank you. So, what else do we want to show you? I think this is good for content now. And we can maybe create a couple of questions and maybe create one assessment. Yeah. So we can have a couple of questions. We can create a short answer. I'm sure all of you are already. We can say what are vectors, and then I can make this bold and change the font type. and put some marks for this question. The yellow is the same, and then I can save this question. Right? So I have created one question and saved it. Then let's create another question, which is usually multiple choice, single selection, and say, I'm just going to say capital of India. It doesn't matter. I'm just putting something. New Delhi or Mumbai. Okay. Correct answer is New Delhi. And then I can add more options and so on. I'll add question marks here. And I'm done. I save my things. So now we have created two questions, and we can, if you want, we can import questions, through other interfaces also. Like you can create your questions in Microsoft Word and import them through quick questions or import questions. That's a more advanced topic. I won't show that right now. But you can create your own assessment and add assessment. And let's say, you create, there are three types of assessments: formative, summative, and an assignment. So I'm just going to create a formative one, which is, number of submissions is, let's say, only one, but I could make it 2 or 3, the number of submissions. And then, we have this whole thing that if you are teaching in college or somewhere in school, you can have multiple sections of the same thing. And if your sections are defined, all your sections will be taken care of. And if you have only one section, you don't need to worry about this. You can just keep it in either state, it will work, okay? So I can say, it will be available to this batch or make it active. Then, I can say what time frame this will be available in. And I can say today, Saturday, the date is fine. And then I can change the time to, let's say, 5 o'clock, 19 or something, or whatever, 4:25. And then, when this will be available for the student to take. So then, I can do that, and password is optional. Then I can also set the duration and so on of the thing. So at the bottom, I have a time limit, so I can set the duration and so on. But I'm not going to set it right now. So I'm just going to go up and add some static questions. You can also add random questions. I will explain that in a minute after we do this. So these two are static questions. So now, I have added this assessment, right? And I will just save out and exit. And I forgot to give the name of the quiz. So Madhuri, please enter the name of the quiz. Just say, test space 1. Okay, so save this quiz, and that's it. And then I can go there and say view this quiz. Okay, so you can view it, and then you say what are vectors, and then this is the correct answer, and so on. So you get a preview of the quiz that you're giving to your students. So we have done that. Now the question is, let's go back to questions. I'm going to explain random questions to you. So that is very helpful. So let's go back to create question. Create questions. Click on question. Yeah. So notice that I have one question called what are vectors, right? So I'm going to introduce one more question there to make it random. So what do? I want to have the same question type so that some students will get one question and some students will get another question. So click on create question. And we will have a short answer. And we will type in one more question called what are scalars? Okay. So you have vectors and you have scalars. And we will also enter 5 marks here. This is very important. If you're going to do random questions, the parameters should be around the same. Okay. So the 5 marks and the same learning objective, those two must be the same. The others, we can have some freedom. Okay. So we're going to save this question now. And then we will go to our existing assessment and we will edit it. Or, we could add another one, but let's edit this one. Okay. So we will say that we will add one random question now. Okay. So we're going to add one random question of marks 5. Okay. So I say 5 mark question and, apply. So when I say apply, the question type right now says only created 5 mark questions of short answer. Okay. So I want short answer there. Okay. Say short answer and apply. So now, I have a question, short answer, and the other question, note, I have already used it. Okay. I had one more question, what are vectors, but I have already used it in this quiz. Therefore, it is not available to me right now. So I cannot really have random question with only one question available. So let's see, I go back to my quiz and I will take this question out. What are vectors? I'll delete, I'll remove this. So I removed it now. And then I will try to add random questions again. And I go back and I say, short answers, marks are 5, and then I apply now. So now I should be getting 2, but since I came into the quiz, for now what I'll do is I will just add one more question in the questions. And we will have a question over here called between vectors and scalars. Okay. So I put 5 marks here and everything else is the same. So I save this, I go back to assessment, and we could create a new assessment. I think that will make it more clear. Yeah. So we add a new assessment and then we call it test 2. And that all is same. Just add the random thing. This doesn't matter. Just leave it. Don't worry about this. We just want to demonstrate random questions. So, make marks 5, make the question type short answer, apply. Yeah. So now what are we getting? We're getting 3 questions. Okay. So why am I getting 3 questions? Because I have 3 questions of marks 5. Bloom's taxonomy, they are all, remember, difficulty level medium. question type, short answer, and I've created 3 questions. Okay. So now what I could do is in this particular assessment, I could say how many questions do I want to give to the student? And what are my choices here? My choices are 1, 2, or to show you that. So there is a button called View Responses. And what that does is, so I have 400 of you right now in this quiz. Okay? And you can see that Dr. Indira has already taken the quiz and entered her comment there. And 3 of us have answered it right now. 3 responses are there. Okay? And I can go to individual report also. So I can individually see the effect of this. 3 people already got 5 marks. But one of the questions was a short answer. So let's go to Dr. Indira's submission here and click on it. And now you see that she's given us a very nice comment here, and she would like to develop an outcome-based course and make it a MOOC, which is wonderful. So we give her 5 marks for that question, right? So I enter, I click on tab, and now you can see that for this student, the score has become 10. And so I do that, and then I go to one more student and I evaluate this mark, and this is good, but it's, so let's say I give 4 marks to this student, right, out of 5. And I say, fine, this is done. And then, I have one more teacher here, which is teacher 22. I click there and I give 5 marks there also. And finally, I've given marks to 3 of them, right? So now what I do is I just go to this page and refresh it just to see what I have done. And when I come back to my scores now, you see the marks have changed to 10, 10, 9. And one more of you has just attended the quiz, okay, which is wonderful. So in this way, this is a live example of getting attendance, okay, because on the top right, you're seeing attendance yes for 4 of them. So this has told me that the students who came online and they logged into Ample and they took the quiz and they submitted it. And now you can see the attendance on the top right. It says Y, yes, for these 4 students, right? In this class, all of you are students, so all of you have attended this quiz. So this is what I really wanted to demonstrate to you, that the blended learning or the blended platform becomes very powerful because I'm talking to you live and you are giving the quiz, and in Ample you're storing your answers. I'll show you a few more reports. So this individual report is used for grading your students. As you saw, this all responses report, tells you, what is going on here. Here I can enter the marks for individually for the students. And then finally, I can also have another sheet called Edit Marks, where I can go and individually change the marks of each student if I wanted to do that. So here, there is question 1, question 2, and I can go and change the marks if I wanted to. So I gave 4 marks to this student, and if I wanted to, change it to 3 or whatever, I could do that here, okay? So that also I can change anytime. So basically, I've shown you how to create content, and let me go back to let's see. Okay, so I'm going to go back to the original course and show you what we have done. We right now this course, if you are a teacher, right now we have shared this course with you, the magnetic course, and it's a reference course, right? And you can see that you can do anything here. All 4 buttons are available here. The review button, that means course review, the course edit, the reports, and the assessment. And for you right now, the online courses, you are taking it as a faculty development program, and so you are taking it as a student. So we can see this course here as a teacher. So when I go here and see my reports, what do I see? I'm just going to show you what reports I see as a teacher. So the main thing here is that, for some of the teachers, as you can see on the top, right, there are 4 grades there. I gave and I haven't graded the other question yet, by the way, there. Okay, so you can see that here. And you can see how many contents they have viewed. So here, what is going on? On the top left, you are seeing I have 438 students. And all of you are part of this 438 student. This course itself is running as an online MOOC course. Okay? So as Dr. Indra said, can you run an online MOOC course using Ample? Yes. We are running it right now with you as students. So, and I have 438 students, all the people who have, we have given IDs for this today's session. All of you are students here, and the ones who have started doing something in this course, viewing some content, I'm able to track you as a teacher. So this shows you that you too, every course now in the online thing is like a MOOC course in a way, okay? Even though you have 50 students which are part of your college, or whether they are outside students, it really doesn't matter. Everybody is online, everybody is live, and your course could be restricted to 50 students, and only those students will be able to see your courses. If you assign those courses,
sir, HR sir போயிர போறார், போ வேண்டாம் சொல்லுங்க. சொல்லிருங்க 117ல.
83.
So, Kartika, see if you can mute Dr. Jay Bharati. Madhuri is saying that you can see that Dr. Indra has 7 contents viewed. We are going to click on that 7.
Hello ma'am, நான் பாயிலிஷ் பேசுறேன். அப்ப ஹெச்எஸ் இருக்கு, கொஞ்சம் கொடுங்க.
So
Hello.
You can see at the top that some of these content has been seen to some percentage by that. So I'm now viewing Dr. Indra as a student, and for each piece of my content, I can track it. And if they gave me a rating for each piece of content, I can see that also. So you get a very detailed view of your student basically over here. Okay. I hope this is clear. So I'm going to pause here for a few minutes and take some questions. and then we have a couple of more smaller topics, and then we will take any other questions. How many concurrent users students can take a quiz? No, there is no limit. We have done concurrent quizzes with about 400 to 500 right now, but it all depends on your setup and server and concurrency. Yeah, so there is no fixed limit, but on our platform we benchmark is around 1,000 right now. We have tested 1,000 students. Benchmark it for 1,000 at least. So if you have more than that, then let us know. Where can I see the uploaded answer sheet from students? Yeah. So that is what we showed you a minute back, the view response. When you click on assessments on the top, you can see the uploaded answer sheet from the students. You go to view responses on that quiz, and there you can see all responses, which is a summary. And the second tab is called individual reports, and when you click on that, you will see all your students, and as you can see them, then when you go to Dr. Indira's submission, here you can see Dr. Indira's short answer and the multiple choice, and I can give my comments here to that answer and give the marks to that question.
A student can upload the file if you have given some option, then they can upload any programming file, anything. You can see it in this tab itself.
That's a very good point. In many of our quizzes, the students has to, for one question, the student has to do a derivation, or they have to prove something, or they have to show some equations, or they have to write a short essay or whatever. Then that they usually put it as a PDF file, which makes it easier for you to view it, or they can even put it as a JPEG file. Yeah. We can import math questions also. Yes, we have math questions, and with LaTeX. With LaTeX, we can import all the math questions. Yeah. And we have a whole set of tips and tricks for LaTeX, which we won't be able to cover in today's session, but we will do more sessions, advanced sessions, and we will invite all of you there. Yeah. Yeah, we do have learning analytics, and on the for the session, we will have learning analytics, which will be shown to you. Madhuri, can you just demonstrate some of those learning analytics from even a different whatever? Can you log in and show what the learning analytics that they will be able to see soon? Can you just show that on next thing? Something somewhere, just the screens at least. So there was a question about that, right? Okay. Okay, for some of you, if you cannot see the question in the dashboard, then please send a mail, and we will help you make sure that you get that FDP course. In your FDP, you should be getting a course called Run Your Own Online Course. That has been assigned to all of you, and all of you should be getting it. If you're not, you can message Karthika right now with your email ID. Okay. So the learning analytics, Madhuri is about to do a demonstration of learning analytics. Let me just see a few more questions. Okay, many students are watching that video. Yeah, we showed you that. Can we integrate H5P? Yes, we will be doing that.
Sir, one question.
Yes, go ahead.
I conducted a quiz, but few students are absent on a genuine reason. Maybe because of the internet connection or they're not well. Now I need to conduct the same quiz only for those 3 or 4 students who are absent.
Yes. So, Madhuri,
Actually, we have an option to extend the period of quiz time. So you can extend the time so that the student can come and take it. But they will be marked as the late submission. So you will know they are submitting it late.
But the question is already known, no? The question set is already known. So somehow this class of 80 questions can remember at least one question. So the questions are already known. So what I mean to say is I need to have a different set of same difficulty level questions, and it should be considered as test 1 only.
Correct. That I see. You're saying it should be considered a test 1.
Yeah.
But you would like to change the thing.
Yeah,
So,
keeping the difficulty level same. There should not be any complaint like saying that test was easy, mine was difficult. Oh, okay. Difficulty level I could manage, I think, when we set the question. But it should be considered the same test.
Correct. So what there are 2 broad options. One is, you use some amount of random questions over time, which will minimize this problem. Hopefully.
Okay.
That is one broad way. The other is, we have what we call a grade book. Okay. Which we are not explaining today. But basically,
my question is when we find the final marks at the end, no, this should be considered as those students attempted it. It should not be coming as 0 for this particular quiz. Since they are absent in the first instance, no. If I create a new quiz, it becomes if it becomes a new quiz for them, first attempt it should not be taken as 0. It should be taken as their first quiz only.
Correct. So what we are saying is the way to adjust that is that next time we'll be showing you an option called grade book.
Okay.
You'll say that for this 70 students, quiz 1, and for these 6 students, it is quiz 2.
Okay.
Yeah. Dr. Indra, would you like to talk for a minute and tell us your view on this?
Yes, sir. What we do in Moodle is those who are absent for the first quiz, the same quiz, and we also maintain question banks so that we can randomly pick up questions. So we'll group those students and we'll use this option of group override, and we'll administer the first quiz. But it randomly picks up questions. That's it. That is the advantage of random picking.
Picking is fine, but the group override. Say already I created a group for them. They're in the group. Now I need to create one more group.
No. This is only for that quiz. We create a group.
Okay.
For the absent students, and we'll use the same quiz because it randomly picks up questions, and we'll use the group override function that is available in Moodle.
Yeah. Group override is there. Yes, it is there. Moodle it is there.
But I don't know whether it's available in Ample or not. We need to explore all these.
Okay.
Generally, we do that. So we have conducted for 6,000 students using Moodle mid-semester exams. So for the absent, because in India, internet connectivity, everything is not reliable.
Yes.
Because of that, day before, on 2nd, we completed our makeup exams for the remaining. I mean, those who could not attempt the quiz. The advantage is we maintain large pool of questions in the question bank.
Okay, but I was stuck with the group overriding. Can I get your number, madam, so that I can ask you later, or email ID?
Yeah.
We'll share.
Okay.
Okay, so thank you.
Thank you. So, like Madam said, you can, whatever the group that couldn't do it, you create one for them basically, and then add it to the one. Who else? I can't get display the demo course. Okay. learning analytics. Yeah. So yeah. So one more thing a couple of things we want to show you is this learning analytics thing that we have here. This is the marks-based thing. Oh, okay. So this is, we have this learning analytics. Basically, we will just explain that. Go ahead, Mark.
Like in the course, you have so many learning objectives. You can see in each learning objective how the students are performing and how many.
So one thing I wanted to point out was this. In Ample, you can either have what we call course outcome, and for outcome-based education, we'll probably be getting into that. You can either call it course outcome, or the other metaphor we use is called competency. Okay, so here she's demonstrating another course where she has as a competency basically. And, so the competency consists of learning objectives. Same way in our case, the course outcome will consist of learning objectives.
So I want to add a point here. So actually this is the desired features, competencies. Even school education in India is transforming toward this one.
Exactly. That's why we started introducing the whole idea of now with competency also, ma'am.
Yes, thank you.
So Madhuri will just explain the screen now.
All of you can see we are seeing the learning objectives, something called even described APQP model. So in this learning objective, how students are performing. So you are able to see this. So there are 4 levels we have. One is like we are grouping them competent above, competent at, not at competent, and not at competent minus. So they are not performing at all. So if you then after conducting any quiz, you can come and see the report here and how my students are performing and how many of them are competent above. So if you just in this learning objective, if you just mouse over here and you get to see who all are competent above. So you can see these students are doing very good.
And also those 5 students are listed there. So you can actually go and see the details of each student if you wanted to see how, in this case, Pratish is doing. You're seeing how Pratish is doing in those 2 particular learning objectives. So it allows you a drill down approach from a very high level to the actual student and then to the student's performance also. So to summarize, you're seeing 4 bands there, purple, green, yellow, and red. When she puts her mouse on the purple band, you see 5 students. So those 5 students are, you can say competent above. But in the marks-based paradigm, you can, in Ample, you can set a range of marks. So you can say somebody over 60 marks or 70 marks, then they will be category 1, Then, the next category can be 50 to 70, above average. Third category could be, let's say, 35 to 50, average, let's say. And the last could be below average, less than 35. So similarly, marks-based thing you can do. And the analytics we will show you is that for each topic or each learning objective, how are my students doing? So sometimes what we find is that a lot of people are there in the red. Okay, what that tells me as a teacher is that in this topic, many students did not do well. Okay, now remember the question is mapped to learning objective. Learning objective is mapped to course outcome or competency. So after a while of grading, basically there is a hierarchy, right? Question is mapped to learning objective is mapped to your course outcome. This model, you don't have to think about it. Once you have modeled your course, you just keep on putting questions there and conducting your quizzes. And after a while, you get detailed analytics knowing how my students are doing in each learning objective. So hopefully this gave you an idea about some analytics that we will be offering to you. Let's just go. Let's see, are there any other, can a student view his analytics? Yes. I earlier showed you that, student can view their analytics. Dr. Rama, yes, student can view their analytics. Can student ask questions for a class? Yes, of course. So we, on the top here, we have a QA forum. I want to, the QA forum basically, allows you to ask questions. In fact, you can post your questions in this QA forum right now, in Ample. And we will answer them for you. That is the intent. So, our group, the e-learning group at Amrita right now, we are the teachers and we are conducting this course and you are learning Ample and you as students can click on the QA forum and enter your questions there. Yeah. And then, the calendar is also there next to the forum. And then you can have notifications also on the top. So note that all these tools are available to me as a teacher. And one more thing that I wanted to show you was that there is a course when I have my course, I can go and create engaging live MS Teams sessions here. So we use many tools for the live thing, right? So here somebody was using Microsoft Teams, for example. Somebody may be using Geo. Somebody may be using then the session date, for this coming Monday is September 7. And then, what time it will be, 4:40 p.m. to 5:40, fine, I'm happy with that. Now link, see that? So we have to create that GeoMeet link. And let's say, I have some, GeoMeet link available to me, right? And then I just go to my link and my password or whatever I have. And then, I just paste everything there, And in this case, I've also typed in my, meeting ID and the password and everything. So I've given the link, meeting ID and password. And then I'll say available to whichever sections, I can combine multiple sections and teach them at the same point. That's an advanced topic. But now, we can go ahead and save this link. And then, you can see that when you go back there, that link will be available to you. Yeah. So that Meet session on Monday, when I click this, I can again edit it and change it later if I needed to change it. But basically, this live session thing later will go to my students and through my calendar also. Let's see, were there any other questions? Dr. Indra is asking about campus-wise analytics. Very good question. So, are you logged in as eVidya somewhere for Coimbatore campus? Did you log in? Okay. No. So go to Bangalore first quickly. So just. So, Dr. Indra, that's a very good question. So, this is what we are showing you is the top level view. You could be even running multiple colleges, for example, multiple institutions in Ample, and then you can get a national view like this with Google Maps. So you can, if you have multiple colleges for whatever reasons and you're running them together, you can show them here, for example. So these are the Amrita institutions, okay? And then, these on the right bottom, I have my students. The schools here refer to, departments like engineering school and so on, and then overall how it is going, right? And the bottom right shows you all these things. So, I could click on, ASC Coimbatore, or I could, go to Bangalore, and I'm just going to various campuses of Amrita here, for example. So what is happening here is that you are getting an overview of all the students and all the teachers of a particular thing. So this is Amrita School of Engineering, Bangalore, and Dr. Sriram is the head, the dean, or the principal of that organization. These are your courses, batches, students, teachers, and they're all listed there for you. And you can click on any one of them and go down to the bottom level. So, there are many, courses on cultural education that are going on, for example. So this is, I could take an example of heat power engineering by Dr. Rakesh, or biomedical instrumentation, and I could click on that. And then as the principal or the head of the organization, everything I can track, So I'm tracking the students, this thing, and then I can go into faculty, basically as a senior manager or dean or principal, I can go track all my teachers and what they are doing. Yeah. This is all the faculty activity is what we are showing you. And within the faculty activity, what for which course, what they are doing, right? So for each course, what is going on, I can see that, for example. Yeah, the students of that, how the students of that course of that faculty are doing in each quiz, what the students are doing, everything you can go down. Yeah. So yeah. So does Ample allow to download students log details? Yes. So we allow you to download everything into Excel sheets. Yes, Dr. Madhusudan, we do allow you to download your things into Excel files. Yes. Yes, Dr. Madhusudan, go ahead. Can parents track their children learning progress? That's a good point. We you know we have created a tentative parent ID right now, and so you know what I showed you as the student view, the student dashboard, the student reports. Those we can send to the parents. So we were just it's become more a policy matter right now, what we should share with the students. We didn't want to share too much also. So we were just wondering, we have like I showed you the student login and the student reports and the students where they take their quizzes and so on. So for the mobile view and the computer view, we just in the policy decision of what to restrict out of the student view, which can go to the parents. Okay, let's see. Did we answer most questions? Did we cover the top views? Yeah, there is also a publications thing here. It may not be active right now. In Ample, from some, we are able to track all the Scopus-based papers, for example, right? So when the teachers, when you log in as a faculty, you are able to give us your Scopus ID, and we give you the tracking of all the papers. So, and then if you have, so I'm able to see the papers of a lot of Amrita things, and I even have a way to control which campus I see what. Things like that, yeah. Okay, we have time for a few more questions. If anybody would, Karthika, can you unmute everyone?
Good evening, sir.
Yes.
It's a wonderful tool at this days of COVID, and I think we all should start using it. And so, suppose we want to customize and use it for our campus. So, what is the kind of licensing or?
We'll be giving you a short. We'll be emailing all of you a short agreement and the options for the servers. Right away in the next day or so, so that we can discuss that. Definitely, those are the main things that we want to do with all of you to customize it. The logo and the top things, the organization name and the campus names and all that can be customized. Yes.
One more thing, is it open source? Or what I mean to say, I ask is, if some of us or some of our students are interested in helping you or developing some more modules, or in what way we can also be part of this? Is there a possibility?
Definitely. We that will depend on, we'll have to consult our management and we'll get back to you. But definitely we want it to become a community-based platform, so that everybody can contribute and learn and teach, definitely that is our intention. I just cannot make a statement on that,
Okay.
But, we would definitely like it to be open source and share with everyone. But the other thing is, right now, some of our faculty and students are working on this, and through APIs, they are developing new modules, and then we connect them, right?
Okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Sure.
Sir, I have a question on alerting inactive students. So you have already shown us student part, student activity part. Can a teacher send alerts to inactive students? And also, do we have the bulk alerting facility? If I want to alert, say for example, assignment due date is so and so. Do we have?
Yeah. So we at the top, we have a thing called notifications. So these notifications, are available, and at the left top, you can make a new announcement for for your batch basically, and so if I want to send it to schools. Basically, I can pick very particular batches, and once they are enabled here, and then send it to all of them. So that announcement is available to send these batches once they are set up. Then you can decide which batch and which students it should go to.
I understand you were showing admin part, sir. My question is about teacher. Can a teacher send bulk alerts?
Yeah, even the teacher can send it to whole batch. Okay. And also even when they're enabling assessment, they can send the notification so that it will appear at the student now.
And what about sending alert to inactive students? Say for example, on student so never accessed a course in the first 2 weeks or a group of students. Can we pick those students and send an alert?
Definitely, you can do it.
Okay.
So here now I'm in the teacher login, ma'am. So it works very similarly, that notification. So you just have to give a title and the text, and then which users it should go to.
Okay. Thank you.
So then like that you can select once the batches are defined, then it can go to the particular batches.
Likewise, parents also can be informed about their progress and tests and their participation in various activities. I think there should be option, right?
Yes, that we are working on right now. As I said, the parent interface, we are just trying to, maybe the parent software comes out, so then we can.
Definitely, sir. We'll be happy to work with you.
Sure. If anybody wants to speak, we'll wait next 2-3 minutes.
I understand. I think you are going to develop this as an enterprise LMS. It's a great initiative and timely initiative. All the institutions across India need such kind of enterprise LMS. Admin can view anything, admin can send something, admin can view campus level, and also including publications of faculty members. And it's really a good initiative, and including learning analytics. And one more request, any predictive analytics, are you also planning to do some predictive analytics?
Absolutely. We are definitely planning to do that, and with some of you, we'd definitely like to work together and gradually open up this platform, like as was being suggested. And with there are so many people doing machine learning and other such works, we'd definitely like to work with all of you to do that. Yeah, we already have a module on predictive, which we will release soon, to know which students need more attention, for example.
So
Thank you, sir.
I have a question.
Right.
So from a student's point of view, when a student comes in, can he see all the 5 courses that he's taken up and how he's faring in each of these through the semesters, through one or two?
According to one of the Amrita students or something.
And can they also add their internship certificates, etc.?
One second, Madhuri is just logging into a student ID to show you how the student login looks like. Where are you going? No, not in this one. So, yeah, we'll show you the interface in a minute. What was your second question, ma'am? Sorry.
Yeah, so supposing a student does an internship and he wants to upload the certificate, because there are credits for such certificates, that is one. And then the other one is, if a student is making a presentation, is there a way in which it can be recorded so that he can view this, and then the next time he does a presentation, he can compare and see if he's doing better, something on those lines?
Okay, we'll take it one by one. So the first thing, this is not a real student, this is a demo student, but this is a student login, what I'm showing you. So, it almost looks like a MOOC platform, but they see all their courses, and the only button they have is their assessments and their go-to course. So it's very simple. That's one thing that, we have gotten a lot of good comments is that students are able to learn this in like 10, 15, 20 minutes, how to use it. So we and as you can see, the same thing, when you go to any course, you get the same outline and it's all very consistent. So this is the student interface. Outside, they get a calendar and the QA forum. And if they go to a course all of you are, it's pretty much the same. So if they go to a course like online courses using Ample, then this is what they get, and this is our sample course where we have a sample of some types of content for them to. We just give them this sample course initially to play with, and explain it to them for 10-15 minutes, and and then we did a webinar by showing them this course, and then we did 1,000 students or 1,500 students at the same time. We did large scale webinars. Okay, your next question was, how does a student what the certificate?
Yeah, the internship certificates and so on, is it possible to put that here?
We do have a certificate module. Now, you as a teacher or an institution want to issue a certificate automatically? That can be done.
Students can, when a student attends some program outside, then when they upload it, and they get credits for attending so many outside events.
Oh, I see. Okay. So, they do something outside, they bring their certificate, and as part of the student thing, we can. No, we don't have something exactly like that, but we can include that. Yes, that's a good idea.
Okay. Then the other question was, the whole process is to see how we can improve. The student can improve himself. So if he does a assignment, or it's a team discussion or a presentation, is there a way where that would be recorded and for him to view it and improve on it? That would go into the assignments of each course?
Right. So like I'm saying here, the recording of, so GeoMeet is, the free platform that we are providing now along with Ample, right? Because it's going to be universally free, then that will provide a recording. Now, if that student presented, let's say, for half an hour, somebody would have to, I guess either there are very simple video editors nowadays where you can, just copy paste, just like we do in Word, copy paste a part of that video into another file. So that we can recommend some simple tools which you as a faculty or students can use to create that video, and then that video could be kept as the students, if if it's a long video and takes a lot of space, there's a lot of places like YouTube and others where they can upload it from their Gmail, and then they can give the link here, So the video would be available as an assignment on Ample. That's what we do with students who have to submit large videos. They create their video or their multimedia presentation, and they put it, they give the link in Ample. Yeah. But that, and when we have unlimited servers, which some colleges have, then we don't restrict the video size. We allow even few hundred megabytes of videos.
Okay, yeah. Thank you. So another question, we also have an option to modify some of the fields in the course creation.
Absolutely. Yeah. Course creation, you can change whatever you want. Yeah, that full thing is totally flexible.
Okay. If I want to remove the blooms and add some other column, I should be able to do it.
For the question types, you won't be able to do it. There are two options. We give difficulty levels and blooms levels.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah, right now, because those are the two most popular ones we found. But we can add more types if at some point.
Okay.
Yeah. So, okay. So, if there are no more questions, we'll wind up this session now. And I think at the end, we wanted to let you know that, the next steps are, many of you had told us that you would decide which server to use or which type of server to use for your institution. So there are two parallel things that are going on. We have given you user IDs on a temporary server that we have so that you can, experience Ample and so on. One thing that Madhuri and our team will be doing is that, we will create one more course for you. Madhuri, can you just explain that? What will that do?
We will just create a dummy course for you so that you can create your content and the quiz, assessments, everything. Then we also provide 2 dummy student login. We will share you the user ID and password of student, and you can log in as student and you can see how that course works, everything. You can explore end-to-end student and teacher login.
So that will be done in the next 2 days or so, roughly, and that, you will automatically get it. And then Karthika will be, once that is done, Karthika will be sending you a mail saying that, that one course has been created. And then, when you come to Ample, there are 2 places where you will see courses which have been created, right? From a teacher point of view. From a teacher point of view, where are they? Can you go back to that other thing? Yeah, this is fine. So from from a teacher point of view, when you log in, you have My Courses, and then you have courses. The My Courses here refers to the courses that are active with students most of the times. And in My Courses, everybody by default has a course called the electromagnetic course, which is just there as a placeholder and, for you to go and see all the values. So we would encourage all of you to go explore this electromagnetic course. And soon you will have your another course here, I am a teacher of this Run Your Own online course. So I see it here as a teacher, but you probably see it as FDP right now. And then so another course will come here, right? Is that what you're saying?
Right. The dummy course will come.
Right. The other thing is that we have given you two courses to look at, one as a student, one as a teacher. At the bottom left, you see 4 icons on that electromagnetic course. You can click on each 4 of those icons and learn about the things. And the other part is about the agreement and the server options and what are the options and all those. We will be in touch with you in the next 2-3 days. Yeah.
Sir, but we are able to find only the first one in our login, sir. Second one, online courses, is not there.
What about your FDP course? Does it have anything when you click on FDP?
Nothing. It's empty, sir.
It's empty, sir. It's empty.
Oh, it's empty. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, maybe some of you maybe is not getting, maybe it's newly created IDs. We'll surely share it right after this session.
Okay.
At the same time, in my courses, we are having only one, that electromagnetic theory alone.
Do any of you have the FTP course? I just want to make sure that some of you have it.
Yes,
No,
sir,
sir.
I have that.
In my login, even electromagnetic course was not shown, sir. My courses.
Oh, maybe we didn't get your login. Please share your Gmail in this thing.
Okay,
and,
okay.
On our website, where should we? So I'll share 2 things. Madhavi, just type in our. She typed in our email in the beginning. I'll give him that. Let me see if there is a form in the.
So that how important the material science is for the civilization.
So on our website there is a form. Please fill that up if you haven't already. This is very important, very critical. I've just pasted it. On this website there is a form, and I'm pasting the form also.
From good condition of like all the electrical applications and all of the strong buildings, all those things which we.
So that is the website. Sure, whatever is not working, please send us a mail.
Promoted the society from the electricity to the aeronautical thing.
Yeah, but this one was filled all the.
Polymeric material started coming. So these are the earlier ages. Then when we come to modern material like biomaterials, semiconductors.
Sorry, Parish, what? Yeah. Can you go to the home page and refresh once and see if the FTP comes for you, ma'am, now?
Sir, to so many.
you require
No, sir. I logged out and logged in. My home screen does not show any FDP or even under my courses, it's not showing anything.
replacement, a lot of phone
Okay, then,
replacement.
sir, your ID somehow we have missed.
Okay. Yeah.
Please type in,
And
Yes, sir. I typed it. Okay. Okay. My email ID, I typed it.
compatibility with our body
yeah,
tissues.
Kartika, can you please check their email IDs?
So it like easily implanted in human bodies.
Yeah, please type your IDs in the chat also. Just we will make sure that all of those are working today itself.
Backbone for all the gadgets we use from
Mr. Ravichandran, I think your audio is playing. Can you please mute?
semiconducting materials. So how important this semiconducting material is. So another class of material is composite material. Composite material is like a mixing of two different material where you have two different material, A and B material, and you need the properties of
Okay.
A material and B material for certain applications. So you mixing them together in a proportion.
So, Kartika, is there anything else you wanted? Do you have any small?
Sir, again they are saying login not working, but I am trying with their email ID and password. It's working and login for me. So what should I do now?
Oh, it's working for
Yes,
you?
yeah, now see Padani something and other Devi, they are also working, sir. I have logged in my system, but they are saying it's not working.
Okay. Make sure they have the website thing correct. The link correct.
This classification is mainly based on
Yeah.
And infra Kartigain, sir, it's working.
direction. So
What about
Password is amble at 123. Don't try the same email ID as password. Default password is amble at 123.
is it capital A?
Yeah, capital A, sir. Capital A, MPLE @123. Yeah, they're working. So please try that password. Don't give your email ID as your password.
the quantum wire is there, quantum data is completely confined. They have, due to their quantum mechanical property, quantum mechanical nature, they have various for the certain applications. So it's getting food materials. Okay. So what decides the trend in the material science? So why we want to go deep nanoscale?
Okay, so the major things to remember are I didn't give it the feedback questions. Okay, so for all of you, we will be emailing. We request, if you don't mind, before you leave, just type in your email address. So Kartika will make sure before you leave the session now, please type in your email address. Kartika will make sure that, we will also use this as attendance in a way. And, make sure we will she'll be sending you a small form for feedback on this session. And also making sure that we know that you have attended the first session. So then you will be in the list of the sessions. You will get an invitation for the second advanced session at some point. Whenever for planning that will serve. We thought we could get attendance easily through the thing, but it's not giving. It's only giving part of the name. So we request you to please just type in your email, and if you have any issue, like no course or FTB available, type in your mail and also let us know if you have any issues. So do both. Okay, I think we just like to take a minute to thank you all for coming, and Madhuri will give a vote of thanks.
Thank you everyone. Thank you for joining us, and I hope you all had a good experience of how Ample works. And thank you for your valuable time, and we will get back to you. Please email us your, please send your email, and also please give us the feedback so that we can go over and we can improve Ample. Thank you everyone.